seasonable temperatures for a couple days in the mid to low 70s, which is where we're supposed to be average-wise right about now. Last week we were way above average. So looking for a little cool-off. Not at night, though. It'll still be in the high 50s to low 60s at night. It'll just be in the daytime. It'll cool off to the mid-70s for a couple days, but then right back by the weekend, back to the 80s plus. I still think we got one more cold snap to go, but this is not going to be that cold snap. Wall Street is probably going to open this morning, and they opened in about 8 minutes. Probably going to open lower than expected, and that's because the ruble has plunged. The Russian ruble, the lowest it's ever been in the history of the ruble. It's less than 1 penny. A ruble is less than 1 penny. That's as Western nations have blocked Russian banks from their global payment system. The U.S. Treasury Department also announced new and powerful sanctions that can immobilize any assets of the Russian central bank in the U.S. Or the Biden administration said Germany, France, the U.K., Italy, Japan, the EU, and others will join the U.S. in hitting Russia's central bank, which announced Monday that the Moscow Stock Exchange is going to be closed. They can't even open the stock exchange. On Wall Street, futures for the Dow Industrial slipped 0.8%, and for the S&P 500, it fell 0.9%. And hey, this Russian invasion of Ukraine have caused the world markets to swing crazy in both directions. I mean, it was a mass sell-off at the beginning of last week, and then the stock market gained almost 900 points in its rally on Friday. So, but the inflation in energy supplies are what is going to run this as well. And hey, you know, I saw over the weekend where gas down near the villages is $4 a gallon. This is partly for the Russian thing, but it's also Joe Biden closing off pipelines and making us oil dependent instead of oil independent like President Trump had made us. So when you hear that the administration is going to say, well, this whole Russian-Ukrainian thing is the driving force behind oil prices. No. Gas was going up before then. It is the belief of this radio show host. And, you know, if you don't agree with me, that's fine. Tom at WOCA.com. And I'll take your calls, 622-9622. But it's the belief of this radio host that the gas prices and the oil dependency move was a design move to get us more towards electric vehicles. I don't believe for a second that this was anything other than a move to make us where gas was so expensive that we would start leaning towards electric vehicles. And I'll tell you how this happened in the past the same way. The oil embargoes of the 70s ushered out the big tank of cars that the U.S. automakers were making. The oil embargo of the mid-70s helped Honda and Toyota and Nissan, called Datsun then, get a foothold in the American market because they were little economy cars that used less gas. I believe this is the same type of move by the Biden administration to go to cars that are more climate friendly, these electric cars. That they want to see gas go to $5 a gallon, $6 a gallon, to put the pressure on us as American citizens to change in the way we buy cars and, you know, bring more people to the hybrids and electric vehicles faster. It's already been announced by car manufacturers that they're going to try to go all electric by 2035. And I think the Biden administration saw an opportunity to try to hasten that. You know, that's part of it, I guess. I don't agree with it, but I think that that's part of what's going on, in my opinion. Good morning. This is Ocala Talks.
Hey, Tom. This is your.
Hey, Mark. How are you, buddy?
And, good, brother. How are you? How you feeling? Okay.
You know, I'm fair to middling.
I know. Hey, listen, I know you're a strong dude, and I know you can handle a lot of pain. And but I listened to you earlier talking about golfing, and I know you're a strong golfer when you can golf. So,
Certainly.
in any case, I would just say I always tell people who I am when I call because I want people to know that I'm a strong Democrat. I'm a union worker, and I don't disagree with your interpretation. That's not an impossibility. There are corporate designs to expedite the implementation of electric vehicles. And like you said, 2035, even though you said 3035, Tom, but that's
well, 2035.
Yeah, I'm just teasing you. Yeah. Hey, brother. So I wanted to call and say that I also have friends, and to include myself, that were interested in going to the Canadian tar sands, the project. And I have friends. We sent the union in the United States chose a group of carpenters to go to Canada who is very select as who they let in their country to work. And they came from a state in the South. They came from Alabama. I've actually worked with some of those carpenters that were at the tar sands. One of the things that I've learned about the tar sands, not that we would lose work, Tom, by the tar sands pipeline being shut down. That I don't disagree with. The numbers aren't as dramatic as they're made out in the news. But the tar sands oil itself, it cannot be burnt in the United States. That can be refined here, and it's refined in a place that I've also worked personally, which is at Flint Hills, which is the Koch brothers outside of Minneapolis. And then they ship it to Texas, where the Koch brothers have another large refinery. And all of that oil is going to Southwest Asia or to Southeast Asia, known as China or India. And now they can burn it because they don't have the same regulations. And if people want to look this up, I'm not giving opinions. These are just mathematical facts. But most of the oil in Alaska doesn't come here. It goes to Japan. That's some of the best oil in the world. Now, I'm a kid from the Midwest. I don't know much about corn, and I don't know nothing about oil, but that's what I've read according to the Alaska.gov website.
You're right. Most of the Alaskan oil goes to Japan. But hey, Mark, here's the caveat to that: exporting oil so that you can then make money off of it is not a bad gig for the U.S., and it's something we should do more of, in my opinion. Hey, thanks for the call. I'm up against the break, but I appreciate you every time you call, brother. I like exporting oil. I like that people are dependent on the U.S. for oil instead of being dependent on OPEC. I also like that we were getting shale oil and stuff and natural gas and stuff and becoming less dependent on other people to supply our oil for you. If you're on the phone lines right now, hang on. We got to go to a break, but we'll be right back. You're listening to Ocala Talks, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Have you ever... USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
The Russian war in Ukraine enters its fifth day. Over the weekend, many countries expanded their sanctions against the Russian aggression. Switzerland, often a neutral country, on Monday is set to review its potential sanctions and asset freezes against Russia. Putin responded to all the pushback by putting his nuclear weapons on high alert, the BBC translates.
Top officials of leading NATO countries are making aggressive statements about our country. Therefore, I'm ordering the Minister of Defense and the Chief of the General Staff to put the strategic nuclear forces on special alert.
Vaccine passports will no longer be required in New York City starting March 7th. Mayor Eric Adams said Sunday he plans on lifting school mask mandates then too, barring major infections. Thanks for listening. It's well appreciated. We are USA Radio News.
Water. It's essential to life, but it's also something that so many of us here in America take for granted. Imagine how different your life would be without access to clean water in your home. What if you had to walk to the nearest creek, stream, lake, or pond to get water? Suddenly, going to work and school wouldn't be an option because you and your children would have to spend your days collecting water. This is the day-to-day reality of most families living in the world's poorest countries. But what if I told you that you can change that reality?
Fever is a potential sign of COVID or the flu. And the Exergen temporal scanner thermometer has been proven accurate with more than 100 clinical studies. Be vigilant and seek medical advice at the first sign of fever. Be accurate with Exergen. Exergen temporal scanners, available at Walmart and other fine retailers. Learn more at Exergen.com. That's EXERGEN.com. Exergen is changing the way the world takes temperature.
Are you or your loved one being released from a hospital and wondering how you'll manage? Inform your physician that you want to go to Palm Garden of Ocala at 2700 Southwest 34th Street for your rehabilitation. Palm Garden provides pain management, post-discharge follow-up, diabetic care, psychosocial support, and so much more. Plus, they even offer outpatient rehab. This award-winning care facility has a team of licensed professionals dedicated to enhancing your independence. Call 352-854-6262 today.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
Our firm offers insurance services.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped. The Golden Spoon Diner and Seafood Restaurant, a true New York-style diner in Ocala. Try our breakfast special of 2 eggs served with home fries or hash browns and toast for just $4.49. We have an all-you-can-eat catfish special daily for $14.99, and Thursday through Sunday we have prime rib. Happy hour for food starts at 2 p.m. The Golden Spoon Diner and Seafood Restaurant is located at 5400 Southwest College Road in the Heathbrook Commons Plaza. Open daily from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. We will see you soon.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you.
It's Monday. Not sure how you did it, but you actually survived an entire 2 days without hearing from Tom. Good job to you. And once again, good luck.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. Let's go right out to the phone lines. Good morning. This is Ocala Talks.